His Excellency United Nations Secretary General, His Excellency Under-Secretary General for Counterterrorism, distinguished ministers and participants. My first remarks are to thank the United Nations for organizing this global Congress of Victims of Terrorism. Terrorism acts could not be, in any circumstances, justified for any reasons, be it political, religious, racial, ideological, or any others. Terrorism causes enormous suffering to individuals and their relatives and affects seriously innocent victims. The United Nations counter-terrorism strategy calls for our attention and directly addresses the issue of victims of terrorism acts, encouraging the creation of national systems for assistance. We should promote the needs of such victims and their families, and facilitating the normalization of their lives. Therefore, the protection of terrorism victims must be in our agenda. This protection claims for an effective and targeted intervention, considering the negative impacts on their lives, require effective cooperation between the states. That's why the discussions that will be promoted during this global Congress are so important. The need to fight terrorism and to protect victims of crime has undergone very positive developments in the Portuguese legal system. The Victim Statute enshrines the rights of victims of terrorism, where access to care facilities, medical assistance and medication, information, access to justice, legal aid and compensation, among other rights, are foreseen, allowing us to fulfill our obligation in this regard. The Commission for the Protection of Crime Victims takes also care of compensation to terrorism victims. The growing mobility of people is a particular issue that deserves our attention, as it is now more and more recurrent to have victims who are national of several countries in the same attack. For this reason, international cooperation and close collaboration between authorities is particularly important to help victims to overcome the lack of familiarity with foreign systems and how to call for protection and have their rights recognized. Mr. Chair, the Portuguese Republic firmly condemns terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and reassumes its commitment to a multilateral approach to prevent the fight of this phenomenon. Promoting and protecting the rights of victims of terrorism and supporting their needs is a duty of the states. We are available, as we always have been, to discuss the ways and to find solutions to the challenges that remain in this area. Thank you, Mr. Chair.